My child is not napping, and I hear him making noise. I feel like we should really try to move away from these notions of, you can't hear that, but I can hear it. It's like a superhero listening to one's child on a baby monitor. He doesn't sound like he's hurting himself. It's the summer, so let's not worry too much about missing posting deadlines. There's really not a big deal. The issue here is that it's the summer, and I don't care. If you take a couple of extra weeks, take a couple of extra weeks. And in demonstration, I took a couple of extra weeks because why not? And there's really no answer to why not, because we should be somewhat leisurely, particularly as we sidle on up to our centenary episode. It's just the nature of the beast, I think. But in either event, I very much enjoyed the product of your extra time by listening and getting the sort of details as to the work that you're doing. It sounds like it's very interesting work, and you definitely seem like you're very excited to be doing it. And I think that is probably the thing that I like the most, is the fact that you seem like you're really excited to be doing it. As a teacher of you, and sort of as a more global teacher, it's always nice to see a former student going on and doing interesting work in a field that is close to one's own heart. So it's nice to see, and I thank you for sharing. Certainly feel free to share as you wish, whenever you wish, because I do find it interesting. So yeah, that's it, man. I mean, share on. But I would like to talk to you about something else. As far as the summer goes around here, there's really not too much to report. I'm really, really busy with this going on. It just takes up a lot of the spare time outside of the summer job, and just the vacations, and those having just come back from vacation number 2 upstate to see the Decembers, which of course were excellent, as they always are. It's back to work for another 3 weeks, and then back upstate for yet another period of time. Looking forward to that, certainly. Not really looking forward to the end of the summer, which I think probably makes sense. But, the notion here being that in the mail yesterday arrived the letter from our superintendent announcing what the schedule would be for August 31st, which is Superintendent Conference Day. It is not the first day back for students such as your sister, but it is the first day back for those of us who teach. And so getting that in the mail was kind of a downer. I'm not going to lie, it kind of bummed me out a little bit to get that, because it meant that the summer is going to be over. And doing some math in my brain, we're actually closer to the end now than we are at the beginning. And it's like, where did the summer go? Where did July go? July is gone now. And so now we're into August, and I have a feeling that at the end of August, I'll be like, where did August go? And then it's off to the races again for another of my working life years as a school teacher, which of course is a wonderful job, but it's just the time is going. And so I was thinking a lot about timelessness and sort of, I don't know. I think, as you get older, time just accelerates and accelerates and accelerates. And so we were doing some math in our heads the other day, and I pointed out to my wife that Connor's birth in 2012 is farther away from the release of like seminal albums of my youth, like Nirvana's Nevermind and those kinds of albums, than my own birth in 1980 was from the release of seminal albums to my parents, which would be things like Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band and other kinds of albums. And that was shocking when you frame your time that way. Yeah, it's just it's a weird realization to have, that your life has progressed to that point where these kinds of time frames are in fact the way that things are. It's not sad. I mean, obviously I've got a wonderful life, and I've got a child, and I've got a wonderful wife, and existence is great. I'm not complaining about it. It's just, it seems like there's an inevitable acceleration to time. I've tried to think back if I really realized it when I was your age, and I don't know that I did. I guess I maybe did, but I wonder if you feel the same way. That's my question to you, is do you feel your years accelerating? Does last year's period of time seem like a shorter period of time than the year before, and so forth? If you can break yourself away from your gut research, gut research, then I think I would like to know your thoughts on that. All right, my friend. That's it. I hope all is well, and I will certainly look forward to your next video whenever it comes along. Really, there's no major rush. Enjoy your summer and enjoy your work. Take it easy.